because I have been sneezing my head off. But you know what's really good for allergies? Coffee. You know what else is really good for allergies? Nothing. Coffee is all that works for allergies. Keep your fancy pharmaceuticals. I will take Folgers any day for coffee. 44, 45 degrees or so. We're going to get up this afternoon to the mid-70s. Today is going to be just like yesterday. If you enjoyed yesterday, good luck. Good news, because today is going to be exactly like yesterday. Your weather coming up at the bottom. Jared 8th with local news at about 7:50. What if, before you ever busted a hose, you contacted American Hose and Supply and they had brought you hoses to have replacements and fittings on hand? Wouldn't your life get a lot easier? Seems like it would. Why wouldn't you do that? Contact Bob Maddox out at American Hose and Supply inside the Camrock building, next to Fred's Steakhouse on the south side of Elk City, or call Bobby 303-1123. 303-1123. Friday night football tomorrow night, final regular season games. Elk City's at home, Merritt's at home. We're going to talk about that. Paragon TV and the small schools basketball is already fired off. We're going to talk about that. Your weather breakdown at the bottom. Latest penny news is out. I've got a copy. As you go get a tank of gasoline or a cup of coffee this morning, go to the feed yard, seed yard, wherever you go, be looking for the penny news. And inside of it, you're going to find some information about Black Friday prices already available. For instance, here's Brian's Buy of the Week. A 21-gallon utility tub, usually $11.99, right now just $7.99 at Atwood's Ranch and Home Goods. It's Brian's Buy of the Week. 21-gallon utility tub, usually $11.99, right now $7.99. What else do they have? An Echelon 9mm semi-automatic pistol. Good night. That's $150 off. A 20-volt Max Bear half-inch impact wrench. $89.99. $1,009. Man, you can save about $60 or $70 on that one. Oh, this looks fun. This is one of those things I always dreamed about when I was a kid. A 98cc single-seat go-kart. Save $200 right now, just $7.99. Black Friday prices on already at Atwood's Ranch and Home Goods. All this information is inside the latest penny news, which should be out at just about every convenience store, restaurant, coffee shop, grocery store, feed yard, hardware store, and about everywhere else you go in western Oklahoma. 96.5 KECO is the early morning show, 45 degrees. Your weather coming up at the bottom of the hour, 8 minutes after. And it is that time again. Western Oklahoma Christian School. Some people shorten it to WOCS, or some people just enjoy saying Western Oklahoma Christian School. They got campuses, multiple campuses across Western Oklahoma. There's one in Elk City, Oklahoma. And tomorrow there's a big hamburger fry fundraiser at the Elk City Convention Center. We mentioned it yesterday when we put a spotlight on Elk City. But we're going to talk about it more in depth right now. We've got some personnel from WOCS in the room. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to turn it over to you. Begin whenever you're ready.
My name is Lainey Dick. I am in the 6th grade at the WOCS Elk City campus. I play basketball and am a member of the academic team.
I'm Beverly Sheldon, the leadership teacher at the Clinton campus.
I am Zach Phelps, a 6th grader at the Elk City campus, and play on the basketball team and the academic team.
All right, hey guys, get a little bit closer to the microphones, okay?
My name is Benjamin Rogers. I am also a 6th grader at the Elk City campus, and I also am on the academic team and basketball team.
I'm Ava Laird from the Elk City WOCS campus. I'm a 6th grader on the basketball team and academic team. I'm Brindley Workington.
Okay, hon, get a little bit closer to the microphone there.
I am Brindley Workington, a 4th grader at the Clinton campus. I play basketball.
Western Oklahoma Christian Schools will be holding their hamburger fry tomorrow, November 7th. It will be at the Elk City Convention Center, 1016 East Airport Industrial Road in Elk City.
There are 2 meal times, 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m.
The meal served will be a hamburger or hot dog, baked beans, chips, a drink, and dessert. Tickets are $10 adult and $5 for children.
You can dine in and enjoy our company, or you can carry out. An online auction is being hosted by NC Auction. That is ENTZAUCTION.com.
We are also holding a raffle. Raffle A, Henry 22 rifle. Raffle B, Y4 OFA beef. Raffle C, one whole hog, processing including.
Raffle tickets are 1 for $20 or 6 for $100.
All funds raised are deposited into the general fund for the Clinton, Weatherford, and Elk City schools. This year, WCS has a new campus in Hinton. There are 87 students in Elk City, 70 students in Clinton, 57 students in Weatherford, and 10 students enrolled in Hinton.
Clinton has a daycare for under 3-year-olds. Clinton and Elk City has a 3-year-old class. All campuses offer pre-K to 6th grade.
The WOC campuses are fully accredited by the Association of Christian Schools internationally and the state of Oklahoma. WCS is a non-denominational school. Each day school starts with chapel. We begin with a pledge of allegiance to the United States.
Hold on just a second. 96.5 KECO is the early morning show. We're talking to students from Western Oklahoma Christian School, or WOCS. They now have 4 campuses in Western Oklahoma. Tomorrow's the big hamburger fry fundraiser. All right, this time, everybody, no kidding, you got to get a lot closer to the microphone so people can really hear you, okay? All right, go ahead. Proceed.
Students take the basic classes of language, math, history, science, and reading. And additional classes are computers, art, music, phys ed, and Bible.
Elk City and Clinton campuses have both girls and boys basketball teams. This year, Weatherford Athletics will be combined with Clinton to form teams.
On Tuesdays at Clinton, we have 3 special classes: life skills, crafts, and leadership.
Please join us for a great hamburger fry, November 7th. Yes, November 7th at the Convention Center, at the Elk City Convention Center, 1016 Airport Road in Elk City.
Serving at 11 a.m. through 1:30 p.m. and 5 p.m. through 7:30 p.m.
Enjoy a hamburger or hot dog with baked beans, chips, a drink, and a dessert. Tickets are $10 adults and $5 children.
We would love to socialize with you, or you can carry out. An online auction is being held at nt.com. That's entzauction.com. Also, there is a raffle for a .22 rifle, a fourth of a beef, and a whole hog.
All money raised goes into the Western Oklahoma Christian Schools, general funds for all 4 campuses.
The Clinton leadership class and the Elk City delegates say thank you to the KECO for their support.
We did it! Tomorrow is the big day, the Hamburger Fry fundraiser at the Elk City Convention Center. Lunch tomorrow or supper tomorrow evening. You can dine in, you can carry out. There's auctions and raffles going on. Lots of ways to help contribute. 4 campuses. I didn't know that. 4 campuses now. Elk City, Clinton, Weatherford, and now at Hinton. And this is the big fundraiser that they do. Western Oklahoma Christian School, or WOCS. Tomorrow is the big Hamburger Fry fundraiser. Everybody go enjoy yourself. Guys, great job. Great to see you. Thanks for coming in this morning. 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show, 14 minutes after 7 o'clock. I got the latest penny news in front of me. Cats, dogs, pets, that's all on page 1. Toy Shorkies, ready for Christmas. Registered. I'd never heard of a Shorkie. It's a thing. Toy Shorkies, ready for Christmas. Party, chocolate, and black will turn silver. Interesting. That's on page 1 of the Penny News. H&H Power Sports is there. M&D Enterprises, Lewis Cattle Oilers, Western Traditions, and Mangum, Oklahoma dining tables for every occasion. Oh, and it looks like we're hiring. We need a route driver. Yukon, El Reno, Mustang area. We need a driver to deliver the Penny News. You can get all that information on page 1. Are there any ag producers? We got tons of ag products. Anybody like estate sales? People love estate sales. The estate of Bobby Jones. The estate of Bobby Jones, a big estate sale, is November 7, 8, 9. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 1421 West B Avenue in Elk City. That's on page 3 of the Penny News. Anybody need a vehicle? Boy, we got vehicles in here. We've got land for sale, auctions. Beckham County, Oklahoma, about 350 acres. Look at the back page, page 24. Below that, trailers, a GR 16-foot gooseneck halftop, a hay feed wagon, a 2022 Road Boss equipment trailer for only $4,800. That is a big trailer. They've also got portable New and used portable corrals, Diamond W and W&W. That's the back page of the Penny News. Trailer Central, Cattle Central, Ag Central, jobs, cars, services. And Landry, there's something called a toy Shorkie. Look at that. You ever heard of a Shorkie? It's right there.
No.
Have you heard of it now? Now that I mentioned it, have you still heard it?
For sale or rent.
16 minutes after 7 o'clock, you have the breakdown coming up at the bottom. You can text us at 225 9697. One of our listeners is on the text line. Good morning, you two maniacs. The wind blowing 1,000 miles an hour today like it was yesterday. I can only hope so. And
maniac, that's for sure.
I mentioned Brian's Buy of the Week. It's these utility tubs. One of our listeners says, you and Landry should buy a few of those utility tubs. And you know, he's not wrong. We probably should.
We can all use tubs and totes.
We sure could use a little good news today. You know who sang that?
Yes. Remember when we almost bought that tubs and totes business? Sure could use a little good news today. It's either Anne Murray or Janie Fricky because I'm pretty sure they were the same person for a while.
Hey, anybody sell something called lip sense or Synergent? Do you remember about 12 years ago when every other woman you knew sold one of those two things? Lip sense or Synergents? Remember that?
Making a lot of money?
Yeah,
Some
right.
people were making a lot of money.
Right up there with the essential oils. Remember about 25 years ago when people were selling Herbalife and how my wife and I got in about 2 months too late to make any money? Remember that? Boy, we sure tried. It was good stuff. It was good, healthy stuff. A little expensive. Let me tell you something. Did I ever tell you the story, Landry? We got into about 25, not long after I started working here, like within a year of working here. You know, and I was making them starvation wages. And we decided
just enough money to start.
Right. I was making, in fact, I was making so little money at the time. The government said, no, you can't get relief until you make a little more. We need you to prove you've got some skin in the game to deserve government assistance. No, anyway, we just decided like 25, 26, 24, 28 years ago that we wanted to make some more money. We got into this thing called Herbalife. Anybody ever heard of Herbalife? And it turns out it's just multi-level marketing is all it is. You get in under somebody else and you sell the product and you make money in the person you got in under. And if you can get other people in, then downline, when they sell something, you make money and the person above you makes money and blah, blah, blah. Well, the internet, of course, existed, but they did these like weekly or monthly team meetings, and there were phone calls. And it was really just a conference call is what it is. You called in and got in on the meeting. Mm-hmm. And I overheard these things because my wife was doing it and she had it on speakerphone. Mm-hmm. So I could hear what's going on. And it was the stated purpose of the meetings was to product information, to really give you tips and help and things. And all they were pep rallies about how awesome the products were and how much money we're all going to make. Mm. And we're just changing lives, Landry. Herbalife was going to change people's lives, and people were getting healthy.
By giving them things to drink?
And by selling it, your life was going to get so much better and how awesome your life was.
By selling it and by drinking it?
Well, your life will get better by taking the product, and that's what you tell your customers.
Right.
But your life, by selling it, your life's going to get a lot better. And you're going to make a lot of money. And so that's what these calls were. They were just pep rallies, which is really all multi-level marketing is. You start with a product that probably does work. Look, essential oils work great. We still use them. Mm-hmm. We've bought them for years. We were in on the essential oils kick 25 years ago. Using them. We didn't sell them, but just using them, we've known about them for a long time because they do work really well. But if you're going to make money, you need to get in early. And we were not in early enough with the Herbalife.
I have never used anything that's quite as effective as using the oil called lavender on a burn. You ever done that?
Let me tell you. Can I tell you a story?
Lavender
Do you mind if I tell you a story?
It works really well. Go right ahead.
I've got a 16-year-old daughter who, when she was about 2 years old, got burned by scalding water. It was August, and it involved our kiddie pool and running water out of the hose.
Oh.
It was August, and the hose has been sitting out in the August sun for hours. Well, she's like 2, and we've got her standing. She got into a kiddie pool, and we're going to put water in the kiddie pool. And so I wasn't at home. I was actually leaving work when this happened. So she's 2 years old, standing in the kiddie pool, and somebody turns the hose on to start the water running, and all of a sudden we hear wailing. Well, somebody heard wailing and screaming. It was my 2-year-old daughter, and she's just standing there, and she ended up getting like second-degree burns on her foot. And for a week, we applied lavender and other essential oils, and you know what? It healed. She healed. Those were serious. I mean, skin was falling off. Serious burns.
Ouch.
She doesn't remember it.
Good.
Yeah, it was very good for her. But we got some recommendations, and we applied heavily lavender and other essential oils.
Mm-hmm.
It worked.
She doesn't remember it, but has she forgiven you?
Well, yeah, for that, yes, but for other things, no.
When I have gotten burned, I've used lavender, and it takes the sting out. Like that. It works. And I'm not making any money off this either.
This is an unsolicited
But my
testimonial.
My testimonial is, if you get burned, lavender will take the sting out.
Is that the same testimonial you gave at church last Sunday? 96.5 KECO is the early morning show.
Nathan, did those little shavers come in here and just melt your heart?
And tore it up, frankly. They came in here and just tore it. I got after it and tore it up.
That's an efficient bunch.
Mm-hmm.
They come in,
yeah,
they
do
their thing, and then they get out, and they do it. Nathan, they do it, and they do it.
One of our listeners says, in high school and college, I learned about essential amino acids, but I never learned about essential oils. Oh, they're essential. Hey, Jimmy Clark, his wife is just huge, and he'll come in smelling all oiled. I'll say, hey, Jimmy, you smell? Yeah, Sandy, put it all over me.
Yeah, my wife, if the house stinks or we're having company, sometimes she'll put some kind of oil, some kind of that voodoo oil in one of those diffusers,
Mm-hmm.
and it shoots out steam. And I don't know if we should praise over it or what, but it makes the house smell a lot better.
I tell you what does that. I'll take peppermint. You give me a jar. If I had to pick one oil to keep with me at all times, it would be peppermint, which is good for two things: stomach aches. If you just put a dot of it on your stomach, and if you can if you drink one drop, okay, or if I have a headache, if you rub it on your temples, you get rid of your headache.
It also smells good.
Yeah, it does.
I just like smelling it.
Yeah. Oh, they're fabulous.
Is there a spearmint? Is that one of the oils?
Yes.
That may be one
or peppermint. Maybe you may just be
well,
thinking about peppermint.
Anyway, we put minty oils
in
the diffuser. It makes the house smell good.
If I had to pick one, it would be peppermint. A cure-all.
But for a burn, Nathan, you can't be.
No, Landry, I'm saying for everything.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Landry, you're not listening to me. You've got to listen to me, Landry. I'm saying for everything. If I just had to pick one, it would be peppermint. But you're right, lavender works great on the burns.
Yeah, but so you're saying you didn't make millions of dollars selling Herbalife?
No, we didn't.
Didn't you because you didn't get in early enough, or you weren't enthusiastic enough, or both?
Man, we printed up little flyers and went door to door, putting them in people's stuff. And
that is rough.
We may have put them under windshields.
Anybody sick the dogs on you, turn on the hoses. Get out of here! Get out of here!
No, get out of here! Just get.
Oh boy!
Yeah, that's right. 24 minutes after 96.5 KECO is the early morning show, and I'm here to tell you, we're raising some money for a good cause this morning. It's the Brewer Fund. Text in your pledges at 225-9697, and we're going to keep the stories rolling about times we harmed our children. Yeah, that's a bad deal. Hey, basketball season's here. ParagonTV.com, live local coverage. And we've expanded our coverage this year. Paragon reporter, or is it reporteress, Lexi Frazier, is going around to all the schools in the network and talking to players. And we're getting player interviews and highlights and spotlights and floodlights. And catch every game with live play-by-play. And after the fact, you can go back and get the archives, plus see all the player interviews at ParagonTV.com for just $9.99 a month. $9.99 a month, ParagonTV.com.
You may not realize it, but you're listening to the only thing on KECO right now. Nathan and Landry Brewer on the Early Morning Show.
So if your farmer need a hose built, you can come in, we'll build it. Oilfield customer and need us to come out and see you, we'll come out and see you and take an order or pick up a hose, build it, bring it back to you. Solves that problem. I'm Brock Kalk, and my company is American Hose and Supply. We sell all types of industrial hose and fittings, oil field or agriculture. You needed a hose like yesterday. We will stop what we're doing, and if we got to go to our Oklahoma City shop and get it, we'll do that. And I've done that for a lot of my customers. The business I've done with the oil field, they got to see your face. Whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever the customer prefers, that's what we're going to do. We sell all types of industrial hose and fittings. In the oil field, sometimes you get a call for a crazy, hey, can you get this? And you go find it for them. American Hose and Supply. Come by and see us at 2111 South Main, Elk City, Oklahoma, in Camrock Building next to Fred's.
Or call 303-1123.
Solves that problem.
Briley Bacca is an investment advisor representative of and advisory services offered through Royal Fund Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Every dollar you save for retirement has a silent partner, and it's your crazy Uncle Sam. He's waiting with his hand out, ready to take a chunk of your IRA, your 401k, and even your Social Security if you're not careful. But here's the truth. You can fight back. With the right strategy, you can keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket and out of Washington's. At Advanced Financial Strategies, we specialize in family wealth management, helping families in western Oklahoma cut down on future tax bills, maximize income, and keep control of their financial future. Don't wait for the IRS to decide how much of your retirement you get to keep. Call me, Briley Bacca, a certified financial planner professional here in Clinton, at 323-6800, or visit our website, retirewithbacca.com. Advanced Financial Strategies, your money, your future, your choice.
Are you ready to look and feel your best? Head on over to Southwest Dentistry and Cosmetics and come see me, Dr. Jamie Cameron. We have specials going on right now through the end of November. Get Botox for just $10 a unit, or take $100 off each syringe of cheek or lip filler. Get a lip flip for only $40.
Aging is inevitable, but we can help you minimize the effects without looking like some bad plastic surgery patient. We can help you get back to the best version of yourself.
While you're here, help make a difference this Christmas. Southwest Dentistry and Cosmetics is collecting toys for local kids in need. Things like coloring books, puzzles, dolls, or stuffed animals.
I'm Dr. Jamie Cameron, Southwest Dentistry and Cosmetics in Weatherford.
On the corner of Main and Washington,
swdentalok.com.
You get a cup of coffee, you walk up to the cashier to pay, and there it is, a world of possibilities right there at your fingertips. The Penny News, our free gift to you.
Ready for another dose of radio caffeine? Here comes the early morning show on KECO.
29 minutes after 7 o'clock, 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. Nathan, Landry, and you. You can text us at 225-9697. 45 degrees. After a busy spring and summer, you, my friends, are ready to put the tractor up. But before you do that, do the maintenance so it'll work like you need it to next spring. Get everything you need for tractor maintenance at Camrock Supply, next to Fred's Steakhouse in Elk City, camrocksupply.com.
What, Glenn Powell is all over the place. How can he be Chad Powers and have Running Man coming out?
Do you remember in the pre 5 years ago when big-time stars didn't want to do TV? When movie stars did not want to do TV because they considered it a step down and they thought it was bad for their career, so no movie actor at the height. I mean, Glenn Powell, you would think it was at the height of his career and started doing TV.
Did streaming change that, or at least did it contribute to its change? Because network TV, does it even exist? Do they still have network TV? Do the networks put out shows?
They do, but nobody watches them.
Nobody watches them on the networks. Does a show, do we even call them TV shows anymore? If something streams?
I
mean, if it's
don't know.
original to Netflix or Prime Video or Tubi or Hulu or Vudu or Roku, do we call them TV shows anymore? Are they programs? What do we call them? I don't know what to call them.
Streaming shows?
Does its being a streaming program make it seem less inconsequential?
Maybe. Stops against Alabama. Huh. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at all this football stuff. There's Blake Topmeyer in USA Today wrote a piece that is really entertaining. He's actually a good writer.
He is a good writer.
So there are a few left. Blake Topmeyer, USA Today. Do you guys know who Josh Heupel is? He is the football coach at the University of Tennessee. Football coach at the University of Tennessee.
Rocky Top.
And back in 2022, they did really well and made it to the playoff.
Lost first game?
Yeah. But since then, they've underperformed. Lots of excitement and hype for Heupel, but they haven't really done all that well. And then this year, they've already lost 3 games. So they're out. Everybody has declared them out of the playoff running.
Oh, yeah, losing to OU, that was a playoff elimination game. Now, that was OU's second, by the way.
Their second playoff elimination game?
The previous game against Ole Miss that they lost was also a playoff elimination game.
Hmm.
And so they were eliminated from playoff contention. And then they came back the next week and beat Tennessee and are now back in contention.
Thanks to, somehow, because Brent Venables got involved in Herbalife and essential oils, and somehow or other they were able to get back into the playoff picture.
Do you know why Brent Venables has such competitive depth on that defense now? 2 words, essential oils. That is exactly why. Brent Venables credits essential oils with all the competitive depth, allowing his Sooners team to beat the likes of Tennessee and then lose to the likes of Ole Miss in 2 consecutive college football playoff elimination games. They were eliminated and then got back into it against Tennessee.
That's amazing how that happens now. Okay. Well, Tennessee has underperformed, though. Expectations got really high.
Sure.
Of course, here's the deal. Anymore, all schools are ridiculous. All fan bases are now insane. They demand, you better make it to the playoff.
Make the playoff or you're done. We're done with you. You need to go, coach. Yes, you've gone 10-2 or 9-3.
So Blake Topmeyer's point,
That's not good enough.
Blake Topmeyer's point in what he wrote is, it's going to get worse for Josh Heupel with the fan base. The posse is going to come after him. So Blake Topmeyer says Josh Heupel should get out of town while the getting is good. Go take the Penn State job. He says if somebody calls from a Pennsylvania area code, take the call.
That is a great line.
It is. He says, look, there's no indication that Penn State is after Josh Heupel. He just decided it would be a good move for Josh to go coach at Penn State
But they're going to hire somebody.
Yeah, they will. A lot of people are going to be hiring somebody. Yes. What's a good enough job to leave Tennessee for? Well, Penn State a good enough job to leave Tennessee?
It's a good job, but of course Topmeyer's point is it would be a lateral move because Penn State isn't a better job than Tennessee, but at Tennessee, Heupel is very close to having worn out his welcome because of the high expectations and the underperforming. Yes, it would be a lateral move to Penn State, Topmeyer argues, but he could have a reset, fresh start, and then maybe have more success. And he points out in the article, which I read downstairs, by the way, that this offense, it's no longer a novelty in the SEC. At least 2 other schools run the same offense, and he's going to struggle against really athletic defenses. But in the Big Ten, if Heupel takes that offense, that track meet offense to the Big Ten, he's going to blow the doors off the Big Ten.
I wonder if context and setting make a big difference in a team's success or a coach's success. Chopper Dave says Southern Cal, the mecca of college football.
So when they fire Lincoln Riley,
Josh Heupel should go to Southern Cal?
Go to USC? Another OU connection. By the way, how close is Lincoln Riley to losing his job? Was it last season?
No, last season they were
howling, but now he went out and found a defensive coordinator who's not Alex Grinch, who doesn't coach that speed D non-tackle D.
Yeah, where they're apparently coaching touch football.
And so, what is their record? How is USC doing?
I haven't even kept up with.
They've lost a game or 3, haven't they?
Yeah,
they're somewhere around in the top 50.
Yeah, but they're paying him $11 million a year. He's one of the top 2 or 3 paid coaches. But how much really could Josh Heupel have more success at Penn State in the Big Ten because the Big Ten does it differently? Because you don't have the track meets, you don't have to compete against the type of athletes or the type of systems that you do in the SEC.
In the article he indicated For some coaches, it's best to go to a conference where you're going to have an easier route to the college football play.
Well, that's why Lincoln Riley left Oklahoma to go to USC. He didn't want to play against SEC schools every week.
Right now, according to Blake Topmeyer, the Big Ten is an easier route to the college football playoff because there are fewer really good teams. The SEC, the top 5 or 6 teams, 6, 7, 8. I mean, it's tough to get into the top tier of the SEC, the top third. What are there, 16 teams? I think.
Which is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. But yeah, to be in the top third, the top 5 teams in the SEC is really hard. But you only have to be in the top maybe 3 teams in the Big Ten, give or take. Top 3.
Couldn't we or they realign and make new conferences? I mean, nobody's going to at this point. SEC has too much to lose. They're dominating the world. But wouldn't it make more sense for OU, OSU, Texas? You take some of the old Big 8/Big 12 schools and mix them with some of the Southwest Conference schools, which is what the Big 10 and Big 12 did.
Yes.
But, I mean, what if you could still be pretty potent if you had Texas and Texas A&M, Oklahoma State, both Kansas schools, bring Missouri back, bring Arkansas in. Arkansas, they just never worked in the SEC. They haven't worked. And maybe they wouldn't work in the Big 12 or whatever the new conference would be. But if you take off a couple of 2 or 3 schools, maybe LSU. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
SEC has the money and the prestige.
They're never going to turn loose of what they got because they have a lock. Right? Although the Big 10 has won the last 2 national championships. But
I really need to watch Indiana. Have you watched Indiana?
No.
Everybody's talking about Indiana.
Are they that good? I mean, are they genuinely that good?
They are undefeated. They're number 2, I think, in at least one of the polls. And, of course, now everybody's excited because the first college football playoff poll is out. OU came in at number 12.
Hey.
So that means if we ended the season today and the playoffs started tomorrow, OU would make it.
But you know what that means? Every game's an elimination game.
So OU's another elimination game. But you can win some and lose some.
96.5 KECO's the early morning show.
Still be in contention. I don't know how that works, but it does.
That's right. They keep getting eliminated and then being brought back.
That's great. Get a do-over.
Yeah, it's like a soap opera where the character gets killed off and then comes back.
Playing his brother, or it was a dream.
As his
or he had
own
a dream
twin.
playing his own brother.
Good morning, fellas. Crazy question. Does the vice president get the same funeral service as a president? Good question. I can't answer that.
I can't. I've never studied presidential and vice presidential funeral history.
48 degrees in Friendship. That's near Altus.
Friendship.
Was that a thing, or did you just make that up?
Wasn't that the George Michael song? Friendship. No, it's Freedom.
Oh, man, that is the worst.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, and the very next
day you gave it away. All right, a listener says, in my opinion, I think whatever state you graduated high school from is where you should go play college football.
Remember the old days when kids wanted to go to a school because they grew up being fans of a school and they were recruited to play at the school? Now, all anybody cares about is money.
Nobody's a program guy anymore.
Nobody's a program guy. Brent Venables is celebrating program guys, somebody who goes somewhere and stays there, plays more than 10 minutes. I'm looking for the day players leave at halftime. I'm done. I'm transferring.
I got a call.
At halftime.
I got a call from somebody else. They're going to give me more money.
I'm going with Coach Heupel up to Penn State. What do they call that? Big Bend, Beavers Bend, Happy Valley? Is that Happy Valley? Is Penn State Happy Valley?
Yes. But Clemson is Death Valley, and Baton Rouge, where LSU plays, is Death Valley.
So there are 2 Death Valleys
Yes.
and 1 Happy Valley.
I think so.
But Georgia's between the hedges?
No, why? Can somebody explain to me why it is that when you play at Georgia, you're going between the hedges? Are there literally hedges around the stadium? And to get into the stadium, you have to walk between them? All I've ever heard anybody say is, going between the hedges, but I've never heard an explanation.
I'm still waiting on somebody to explain rock, chalk, Jayhawk.
Yeah, what's that?
I mean, I get the Jayhawk part, but the rock and the chalk? It's not C-H-A-L-K. It's not like you're using chalk on a chalkboard. It's C-H-O-C-K. Is that right? Chalk?
I don't know.
Like A Snickers bar is chock full of peanuts, delicious peanuts. Is that what we're talking about?
There are hedges separating the field from the stand.
Would that have helped Keontae Lewis? Instead of running into a brick wall, run into the hedges?
How's he doing?
Well, he was doing so well, he came back the very next week and then hasn't been back since. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it was the elimination game that was his undoing.
Well, okay, this is a hot take from one of our listeners. They ruined college football when they started paying guys with essential oils. That was the downfall of college ball.
I understand that Dr. Shin's secret sauce out in California, when he was putting screws into John Mateer's thumb, he lubricated the screws with essential oil.
They brought in a holiness preacher to anoint his thumb with holiness oil, essential oil. John, this is Dr. Shin and Brother Filkerson. John, we're going to anoint
See, when Mateer
your thumb.
When Mateer came back from that surgery against Texas and Ole Miss and was playing like doo-doo,
yeah,
I said, instead of going with Dr. Shin, you should have used Dr. Thumb. Instead of Dr. Shin. He didn't have a shin problem. It was a thumb problem.
Wait, could you say that again?
Instead of using Dr. Shin, you should have used Dr. Thumb for Mateer's thumb. Dousing those screws in essential oils did help.
Okay, but here's...
Stave off infection.
But now I've got commentary on what you just said.
Hey, Landry, you are a big league yardbird, my man.
18 minutes away from the top. I got an answer. If they can't do food stamps and the government's on shutdown, there's got to be tons of MREs, meals ready to eat out there they could give out.
Meals ready to eat. Boy, we learned about those in what, Desert Storm?
Mm-hmm.
Nathan Chopper Dave is listening, and he's responding.
Uh-oh.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Apparently, the chalk is CHALK.
Okay.
According to sources, rock chalk, a stylized version of chalk rock, referencing the limestone cliffs around campus. That's at...
Lawrence,
Kansas. I've been in Kansas. I've been at Manhattan.
I've been in Lawrence.
And they do have rocks over there, which looks kind of funky. It started in 1886 when a chemistry professor created the chant as a play on scientific terms. Rock, chalk, Jayhawk. Well, it rhymes. You know, even if it doesn't mean anything, but it rhymes, I like it.
Keep chugging that coffee. The Brewer Boys will be back with the early morning show in a couple of minutes.
Millions of dollars in equipment, plus the best concessions you'll find anywhere mean one thing. Your kids and grandkids are going to have a ball at the carnival on the west side of Elk City. Games for all ages with lots of prizes. Fun rides for the little ones. Thrilling rides for the bigger kids. Save big and keep riding with unlimited ride wristbands. Thursday from 6 to 10 p.m., just $30. Friday night, 5 till 11, $35. And it's Kids Day Saturday from noon till 4, only $25. Then Saturday evening, 5 to 11, wristbands are $35. And Sunday afternoon, only $25. Concessions are so good, some people come just to eat. Gourmet funnel cakes with homemade whipped cream and fresh strawberries, caramel apples, slow-roasted turkey legs, cotton candy, fresh squeezed lemonade and cherry limeade, and hand-dipped corn dogs. Your kids and grandkids will make some great memories at the carnival, Thursday through Sunday near the Fiveplex on the west side of Elk City.
We did the Veterans Monument in Oklahoma City. At the time we did it, they didn't want any names on it. They were just doing the different wars in bronze panels on granite. 20 years later, they decided they want all the veterans' names on the back of the monument. Well, there's no way to engrave it, so they wanted to put bronze names on there. And we said, you can't, that won't work well. They ended up finding someone that would put the bronze names on there, and then they started kind of popping off and everything. So then they called us to go in and see how we could clad it and get the names on it after the fact. So there's just things that come up in the granite industry where you have to investigate and figure out how to fix it or create it. Some things you just won't do, but there's projects that are nice out there that not everybody will have a hand in, will want to have a hand. Willis Granite Products Our website is willisgranite.com.
Here's a recipe for a fabulous Thanksgiving treat. Start with a low interest rate. Add the biggest selection of trucks in 5 years. Mix in big end-of-year rebates. Then stir it all together and you'll love the result. We all have a lot to be thankful for, but if you've done so well this year that Uncle Sam's mouth is watering, invest in yourself with a new pickup from Barbara Dyson Ford and keep your blessings at home. Online at barbardysonford.net. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us at Barbara Dyson Ford and Elk City.
So there's a company out there that has a certain color. All the farmers and stuff think their oil has to be used in those certain color of tractors, and it's just not true. So here at Camrock, we have the same specification oil as the other brand, where people think that they have to use that for a certain color on their tractors and stuff like that. But we have the same oil specifications as they do. Works just as well, does the same thing, lubes it just the same. Price comparison is, it's not even a comparison. We have a better price than anybody around on that type of oil. I use it at our place. My son uses it for our colored tractors that we have, and a lot of other farmers use it too. It's the same oil, specifications are the same. It's kind of a myth where they think that it's got to be that certain type of oil for that color of tractor.
Camrock is the name of the company. It's 2111 South Main, Elk City, south of Fred's Steakhouse.
We have a better price than anybody around on that type of oil.
For garage doors, repairs, and more, call C&M Overhead Door at 580-515-1688.
The Brewer boys have a lot more to say. Get ready for more of the Early Morning Show right now on KECO.
13 away from the top, 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. Fully licensed and insured, Carter Electric has the equipment, personnel, and experience to handle any job 24 hours a day. And they're an authorized Generac generator dealer, Carter Electric, 225-2447. Today, sunny, 76. Winds are going to be south 10 to 20, gusting to 25. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 49. Tomorrow, sunny, 73. So today, sunny and 76, breezy. Tomorrow, sunny and 73, less breezy. Right now on the back porch, sun up, 46, 77% humidity. Winds, yeah, they're up, whatever. 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. You have an uncle who's rooting for you to have a really big retirement fund, and he's waiting to get a big chunk of it. It's your Uncle Sam. Want to keep Uncle Sam out of your retirement? Advanced Financial Strategies in Clinton, a block and a half south of Homeland. The website, retirewithbaca.com. Landry, go ahead. What's on your mind?
I was reading the story about University of Colorado head football coach Deion Primetime Sanders. Apparently, his team is not doing so well. The Buffaloes are 3-6 this year, and the TV ratings are really low. So the Buffaloes are getting blown out in games, and fewer fans are watching. And apparently, the novelty has worn off. Coach Prime, I mean, he's a big deal. He's been in the game a long time, and he is a master of the business of show. But bottom line is, in college football, you have to win games, and the Buffaloes aren't winning. And last year, Nathan's right, he reminded me, the Buffaloes gave Coach Prime a raise last year, and he's 3-6 this season, and viewers aren't tuning in. And so you keep having seasons like this, and Colorado is going to kick Deion to the curb. Sooner probably than later.
I got to tell you, 11 away from the top, 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. When you're in politics and you're running for office, when two people are running for the same office, they both badly want to win, and their positions on just about everything are nearly the same. You don't talk about your positions. You have to.
Yeah. So what you run into, especially in primaries.
You do this edge. You nibble at the edges and then hype it up, the edges, to create differences and call names and align your opponent with the same party with the guys on the other side of the aisle. And so Gentner Drummond and Charles McCall are two Republicans who want to be the next governor of Oklahoma, because almost exactly 1 year from now, we will be voting for a new governor. Charles McCall started the ads first. I saw his ads on TV a few weeks ago. And then yesterday, I saw my first pro Gentner Drummond ad. No, excuse me, 2 days ago, maybe. Well, let me back up. 2 days ago, I saw a pro Gentner Drummond ad. Yesterday, I saw an anti-Charles McCall ad. So Charles McCall has been running anti-Gentner Drummond ads, and now Gentner Drummond. And by the way, it may or may not be the candidate himself. It may be a third-party group. But it's interesting to watch these two. Both of them, I'm convinced both of them are what we would call conservative Republicans. But it's interesting to me to watch them call each other liberals and trying to say, oh, he's an Obama liberal, or he's a Nancy Pelosi liberal, or he's liberal. Because this is what you get into in primary politics.
Yes. You're trying to appeal to your political party's base voters, the hardcore party members who are going to show up and vote in a primary. And for Republicans, and especially in a state like Oklahoma, that means Republicans are trying to out-conservative each other.
Mm-hmm.
Vote for me. I'm the most conservative.
The other guy is not. He is a closet liberal.
That's right. And so right now, Gentner Drummond is calling Charles McCall, I almost called him Charles Haskell, Charles McCall an Obama liberal. It just sounds ridiculous, but yes, this conservative Republican, closet liberal.
But it's unfortunate to me that a lot of political advertising is just this. It's just hype, demagoguery, and name-calling. Neither gentleman, in any TV ad that I've seen for either side, I haven't heard any actual ideas put forward to say, you know what, if I'm governor, I think Oklahoma should do this. Here's what I think. I think this could really improve our state. I think we could really do good things by doing this. You don't hear any of that. I just heard the other guy's a liberal.
Well, Charles McCall is against bananas. He has come out strongly anti-banana. He's anti-whole bananas, I'll tell you that.
That's right.
He is going bananas.
I wonder where the Brahms banana split lobby falls on that campaign. Any idea? Any thoughts there?
Remember a banana split? The worst part of the banana split is the banana.
No doubt.
You can keep it, but remember what they do? They take a banana and they split it down the middle long ways.
That's crazy.
Nathan, they split it vertically. And so you have these two thin banana halves on each side in the banana split boat. The 3 scoops of ice cream. My goodness, a banana split is a magnificent thing. I don't know if I could eat one now. But the worst part of the banana split, the banana, it needs to split.
Millions of dollars in equipment are on the west side of Elk City. And this isn't just valuable equipment, Landry. It's not just expensive. Mm-hmm. It's fun. It's things that go round and round, like this,
right,
but they go up and down and twirl you about while there's music and lights.
I know what you're talking about.
Landry, it's the carnival.
You're talking about the carnival. Oh, wait, you just said that.
Music and lights and fun rides. I mean, for little kids, a bumper car, a little milder for the little kids because you don't want them wetting themselves. But then for the bigger kids and adults, they got some stuff they'll throw you around, okay? And you can eat slow-roasted turkey leg, caramel apple, gourmet funnel cake. Not just dip it in grease and get out. Gourmet funnel cake with whipped cream and fresh strawberries. Oh, it's the real deal, Landry. Get the all you can ride wristbands tonight, tomorrow night, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, Sunday afternoon. So it's tonight through Sunday at Ackley Park West, the carnival. Big time fun. And lots of prizes, too. You know, they do the games.
Do they bring a Ferris wheel?
Yes.
So you just look up.
Yeah.
Look up for the Ferris wheel. Go to the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
You'll be at the state
It's
fair.
super easy to see at night.
The State Fair of Elk City, Oklahoma.
Look for the lights on the west side of Elk City.
We should call this, they call it the State Fair of Tulsa when they have a fair up there. Yeah. We should call this the State Fair of Elk City.
We just did. State Fair of Elk City, also known as the Carnival. It's on the west side of Elk City tonight through Sunday.
Good morning, sunny and 47. This is the Paragon Morning News. I'm Jared Aita. An Eric man was arrested recently after allegedly making violent threats towards a family member and attempting to persuade a minor to help him harm her mother, according to a probable cause affidavit filed in Beckham County District Court. Deputies arrested 46-year-old Kenneth Dean Flanagan on October 23rd, and he was charged with child neglect and threatened to perform an act of violence. According to that affidavit, a minor told authorities that Flanagan allegedly on more than one occasion threatened to harm the girl's mother, and on a separate occasion asked the minor to help poison her. Flanagan has no prior criminal record, according to that affidavit. He is due back in court on November 24th. State Representative Anthony Moore of Clinton says he will run again in 2026. Moore has represented House District 57 since 2020, covering Custer, Roger Mills, and Beckham counties. He became Speaker Pro Tem in 2024.
Being elected Speaker Pro Tem, just a year ago, it would be very hard to walk away from. There are things that are unfinished. There are some unfinished business that we need to get done. And I will tell you, being that this is going to be my fourth campaign, technically that's the downhill slide of a 12-year term limit. So I saw how fast the first three went, and I want to be very intentional with the next three terms to make sure that whatever we're doing, we are leaving that legacy that we made the most of the time that we're there, whether that ends up being 8 or 10 or 12. We want to make the most of that time and make sure that we're being intentional, because it's gone. And once it's gone, you can't get it back. And so while you're in a place to make a difference, you got to really get after it.
Moore says his focus remains on the energy sector, property rights, and education. He announced his plans following a campaign kickoff event last week. Susie Cupp, Executive Director of the Elk City Chamber of Commerce, was inducted into the Oklahoma Chamber of Commerce Executives Hall of Fame on October 24th in Ardmore during the OCCE 2025 Annual Conference and Awards celebration. Cupp has 25 years of service with the Elk City Chamber starting in March of 2000. The Chamber supports Elk City by advocating for local businesses, creating networking opportunities, promoting economic development, serving as a unified voice to government, and boosting member visibility and credibility to improve quality of life. In state news, supporters of legalizing recreational marijuana have pulled their petition to put their issue on the ballot. Oklahoma News Network's Jacqueline Scott explains why.
Proponents were given 90 days starting in August to collect at least 172,993 signatures of registered Oklahoma voters. That deadline was Monday, but Secretary of State officials say the office had not received completed petitions and proponents withdrew the petition. I'm Jacqueline Scott.
These stories and more on our Facebook page and website. Sunny and 47, this has been the Paragon Morning News. I'm Jared Aitha.
Get the cotton out of the field, through the gin, and out on the market. You're in a race against the clock. Time is money. We know you're in a hurry and we want to help you get down the road, but we'll slow the gin down if that's what your cotton needs. Sometimes slowing down just a little bit means a better quality and better grades. Sometimes. Every field is different and we customize our process based on what your cotton needs. Now don't get me wrong. We want to serve as many customers as we can so we can make money. But if dropping the speed of the gin just a little is better for your cotton, we'll do it so you can make more money. Just ask Jimmy and Spencer Smith. They switched to Carson County Gin a couple of years ago, and they're still with us. Their cotton got a better grade, so it brought a better price. If you'll Google Carson County Gin, you'll find us. We're near White Deer, Texas, west of Pampa. Cleaner cotton means a better grade. We run our gin to get you the best grade possible.
Wow, what a powerful, powerful statement. Hey, we've all got a lot to be thankful for. And whoever wins that Elk City Woodward football game tomorrow night is going to be real thankful that the Barbara Dyson Ford dealership in the other town is going to have to give them money. It's the BD Bowl tomorrow night. Elk City versus Woodward, BigOakTV.com, 6:15 pregame, 7 o'clock kick. Woodward, Elk City, Barbara Dyson Ford has dealerships in both towns. Whichever team wins the game, the dealership from the opposing team is going to donate $500 to that team.
Nathan, the Thunder lost last night.
I can't believe it.
I'm done with them. By the way, that was an elimination game. So the season's practically over.
On 96.5 KECO in Elk City.
Pick up on a dirt road, kicking up dust. That's what country sounds like. 96.5